Another video now, and this is looking at the characters that you get when you first start playing. So these are the easiest ones to unlock, the first few to unlock. And of course you're going to want to put your resources into them to build them up so you can unlock more characters. But if you don't know which ones you need longer term, it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to decide. You know, using these characters correctly will help you longer term. Will help you decide how you run your teams longer term, and you know, leveling up the wrong guys really kind of wastes your time. So you can probably guess the usefulness of most of them based on the order I've got them, because they go from most powerful to least powerful, and the most powerful one I've got, and one that I still use at 1 million galactic power, which is the power of my team, is Jedi Consular. Now, as you know already, he's a healer. So he has a basic strike, he has a team healing ability, and he can heal himself with a special attack. So he's a useful character, but he remains useful longer term for two reasons. The first reason is that he's a pilot. His little ship is down here. And his ship almost mimics his character ability. So his ship has a basic attack. It calls an ally to assist in an attack, and that ally gains protection, or it can grant protection to it can up protection on another ship. So his ship kind of mimics what he does. The other reason he's useful is because he's a Jedi, and you need Jedi to unlock Grandmaster Yoda. You need a Jedi team to unlock Grandmaster Yoda. But again, he has synergies because he's a Jedi and a healer, and he has synergies with General Kenobi and other teams as well. So I've got him to gear 10. He's modded, not fully modded. They're all 15, but they're random, and they are simply modded so that the ship gets the main benefit. But we'll talk about that in another video. But Jedi Consular is one that you need to stick with. You need to get him up. He's not good in the arena. He's not going to be part of your arena team long term, but he's certainly going to be useful whenever you need a collection of Jedis. Come on, back you go. There we go. Second character is Royal Guard. Now, Royal Guard is useful because he's an Empire character, and if you want to unlock R2-D2, you need an Empire team. The event doesn't specify whether you need certain characters, it just says an Empire team, and the fact that you're able to level one up from the beginning is very good. He's not a pilot, as you can see, so he doesn't have any ship synergy. However, he does remain useful later in the game when you're running Empire teams. Again, not necessarily in the arena, but when you need to run an Empire team, because his Force Pike stuns, which is great. Stun is a very useful effect. But most importantly, unyielding defense, once he's fully leveled up, automatically taunts whenever another ally falls below 50%. So essentially, if one of your characters takes a kicking, he's going to auto-taunt, and auto-taunting is a very good feature. General Kenobi is another auto-taunter, and he uses that ability to great effect. So Royal Guard again, you should stick with Royal Guard longer term, because he's going to be useful as you continue through the levels. Again, as you're unlocking all of your holotable battles, he will remain useful because he's going to take the pounding and allow your attackers to deal the damage. Now, Snow Trooper is a character that I'm currently building up because the territory battles element of the game, which I think unlocks at player level 65, I think, and you need to be in a guild. He's useful for that. Imperial Troopers are useful for that. So I'm currently leveling up my Imperial Trooper characters. He doesn't really have a great deal of use outside of that. He has obviously good synergies with other Imperial Troopers, but again, he's not really a character that works on his own. Some characters are able to fit right in with characters that don't have synergies. You know, some are standalone, like Emperor Palpatine is good, Darth Vader's good, you know, the Wampa's good. You know, loads of players are good on their own. Imperial Trooper's not really one of them. So if you're going to build an Imperial Trooper team, you need him. He's useful for, like I say, territory battles, but he shouldn't be a priority. There are better characters for you at this stage than working on him. Put him to the back of your mind. Luke Skywalker, the farm boy. You'd be surprised that he is largely pointless outside of one aspect of the game. He does grant a decent amount of tenacity, so 45% tenacity to characters. So it's possible that, well, actually, let's look at his full ability. And whenever an ally resists, they gain advantage, so that's fine. So it's you know, he can stop Empire or dark side characters inflicting debuffs to a degree with his leader ability, but really he's not a strong character. He really is an early character. You need him leveled up if you want to unlock Commander Luke Skywalker or CLS. For that you need a certain number of light side characters, and they are specific to each game mode. So if you want to unlock Commander Luke Skywalker, I haven't unlocked him. But he's quite good. He's not so difficult to defeat as far as I'm working out. I'm managing to defeat him quite easily with my team. But he's certainly a very strong character, and you need Luke Skywalker leveled up to unlock CLS. Clone Wars Chewbacca. You'll probably use him quite a bit because, again, he taunts and he's very, very defensive. He's very strong in defense in the early game. You can see here that my power is only 4,000. He's very low for my level. I don't have much use for him now, but he's very useful in the early stages. So you've already worked on him, but there does come a time once you start to unlock other tanky characters on the light side, or even start to unlock attackers or support characters that are stronger than him, that this guy just becomes redundant. Clone Wars Chewbacca is a redundant character. Long term, he doesn't have any use outside of getting you some other characters. He doesn't work in any game mode. IG-86 Sentinel Droid again is another character that you think to yourself may be useful because he's a droid and there is a droid team. You can have a set of droids. You can have BB-8 and R2-D2 and all of these guys in the same team, but the droid team isn't necessarily a strong team. It's not really a very well used team. IG-86 is again a supplemental character. He's just somebody who you use early on to unlock others. He doesn't have any use later on in the game, and you can see for me he's level 52. And he's only level 52 because I tried to get everybody above level 50 simply to increase my galactic power. But 32 out of 100. I don't think I farmed a single one of these shards. I think I've got all of these shards from from opening my what are they called? The Bronzum cards. Pointless character, pretty much. Now, Clone Sergeant, I didn't work on. You've probably found him useful because of his attack over area, the suppressive fire ability. But as you can see, Clone Sergeant is a pilot. Now, I've seen Clone Sergeant fully maxed out and in the arena with 5s and Rex, in a fully cloned team. So he does have, same with other characters, same with the Empire character, the Royal Guard. He does have a good team synergy with his other players, but at this stage, you haven't got a team of clones. You don't have a team of Galactic Republic characters either. So right now he is again an individual player who you may look at longer term for his ship. You may want to build that up so that once you unlock ships, you've got somebody, ready to go fully. But as an individual character, again, he falls down because he's simply a starter. Ewok Scout. Now I regret not leveling up my Ewoks early on. Because there is an Ewok event which needs a full team of Ewoks, and you fight the ATST and the attack with 2 legs, and you can earn Zetas. You can earn Zeta mats. In addition to this, a full Ewok team working in synergies can deliver just an insane amount of damage. Really, just wipe characters out. So, whilst I haven't got a great deal of experience, in fact I haven't got any experience with an Ewok team, I'm slowly collecting those shards and slowly pushing those characters up. He's on his own ignorable, but if you want to get yourself a team of furry bears, then start working on him. Ewoks individually, apart from one which has a revive, yeah, he agrees with me. Apart from one of them which has a revive, and I forget that one's name, Ewoks individually are pointless, but as a team, they're pretty devastating. And if you think about Ewoks in the films, that's kind of how they were. You know, they got together with their rocks and their stones, and they brought down the Empire vehicles. But one Ewok on his own is basically dinner for somebody. And finally, we have Talia. Now, Talia is Talia is almost like a trick character that they've put in. Talia heals. There we go. Water of Life heals your team. However, she uses her own health to do it. So she consumes 20% of her. Let's do it on max. Let's see what she's on max. Dispels all buffs on Night Sister allies. Talia consumes 20% of her health and gains 15% turn meter for each active Night Sister ally. Other allies recover 50% health and gain 30%. So it's actually not so bad if you get her worked up. But again, outside of supporting a full Night Sister team, she doesn't have any use. And in addition to this, I haven't seen a Night Sister team that includes her, because there are far, far better options in the Night Sisters. So once you've got to a stage where Jedi Consular is able to heal your team very well, perhaps you've unlocked the Tusken Shaman or Old Ducker as a healer for the dark side, you can pretty much forget Talia. So that's really a look at the early players. I hope that's been useful. You can see here from my star level on Chewie that, you know, I didn't have this advice when I started. There's no way I would have got him to 6 stars. I wouldn't have wasted the energy on getting him to 6 stars had I realised how pointless he was going to be. I would have worked harder on Luke. I did stay with Jedi, which was great, but I would have gone with Ewok Scout simply because I know that I need Ewoks to get Zeta Mats and rewards. Well, I hope that's been useful, and I'll see you for another video.